What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 701 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 19 of Crossfire, kicking off yet another action-packed show with another King of the Hill qualifying battle royal. The King of the Hill match that is set to take place in just a couple of weeks' time at Absolution, granting the winner a shot at the World Championship of their choice come the grandest stage of them all, Ascendance 8. We already have Kingsley, Kaplan Armstrong, Pierre Thompson, and Andrew Briggs confirmed, locked in. Who is going to join them after this? Still 3 more qualifying battle royals to take place, although this is the last predetermined battle royal because the final Crossfire qualifier that takes place next week will be the second chance battle royal. And so any losers from the last couple of qualifiers will get another opportunity to make it to Absolution. And quite a stacked lineup here. As you see in the corner, upper right, former United States champion Robert Cross. Haven't seen him since he lost his title a few weeks ago to Josh Wolf, trying to take out TJ Black. Meanwhile, the returning Matsuda Tanaka, who came back with a vengeance last week, going at it with Liam Aldridge, who's going to be pulling double duty here tonight. He's set to take on Matthew Justice in a no DQ match a little bit later on. And then you got, who has to be the odds-on favorite, the 400-plus pound Russian ogre, Guri Sukhanov, former Alpha World Champion. How the hell is anyone going to be able to eliminate this guy? He's going to try to chuck out Rising Star champion Jarek Lawson, who's already got a date with Josh Wolf at Absolution set up for the United States Championship. May he be pulling double duty at the pay-per-view. Going to try to get out Guri as Tenra takes down Achtung. Nice back suplex into a knee. The Purge has quite an opportunity here with both Tenra and Jarek Lawson in the mix to get at least one of them into the King of the Hill match. We'll see Lance Romance a little bit later on actually going one-on-one with Josh Wolf in an attempt to soften up the United States champion for his tag team partner. Robert Cross might be able to eliminate TJ Black here, man. What an opportunity for the former NGW Tag Team Champion. Could be a real breakthrough moment for TJ Black if he finds a way to win here. Easier said than done, though. Both Jarek Lawson and Tenra in jeopardy at the same time. No eliminations yet, but what a main event we have in store here tonight, guys. Ace Reeves gets his rematch for the CMV Global Championship as Liam Aldridge is the first man eliminated here. That's probably good for him because, well, he's got to save his energy for Matthew Justice later on and that no DQ match. But yes, Ace Reeves gets his rematch against Paul Devine. It's going down one-on-one in our main event. I cannot wait for that. Surely gonna be an instant classic between those two, you can already tell. Will Paul Devine have a short-lived 6th World Championship reign? That's the big question. Where's Tenra taking Matsuda Tanaka? Super kick, guys, and Tanaka with a jaw of steel, able to hang on. Ooh, and keeping Tenra back, dropping him throat first on the top rope there. Now Tanaka gonna try his hand, making 2 eliminations. No, hot shot. The ultimate one, kipping up, but walks right into that forearm smash. Meanwhile, pop-up right hook from Guri. Tanaka. Oh, man. Some serious upper body strength to keep himself hanging on like that. Guri been going to war with the Purge this last month or so. Of course, he and Josh Wolf at Fortune defeating the team of Tenra and Lance Romance. There goes Achtung, guys. Tanaka now with 2 eliminations, and he might make it 3. He does. Robert Cross eliminated. Look at Matsuda Tanaka go. And incredible performance. And who just got eliminated over there? Tenra just eliminated somebody. I'm not too sure who, though. They have to get up first. Oh, it was TJ Black. TJ Black has been eliminated at the hands of Tenra. And then there were 4. Tenra, Jarek Lawson, Guri Sukanov, and Matsuda Tanaka. But Guri Sukanov gets eliminated. And this is bad news for Matsuda Tanaka, guys. Or so I thought it would be. I supposed we'd see the Purge team up on Tanaka, but every man for himself here. Only one of these guys can go to Absolution and take a step closer to the main event of Ascendance 8. Can't believe Guri's been eliminated. He was my favorite, and I think the favorite of pretty much everybody. Oh man, Matsuda Tanaka trying to get out Tenra, and Lawson's going to help him, but like I said, every man for himself. And there goes Tenra. Jarek Lawson and Matsuda Tanaka, one of these 2 men is going to the King of the Hill match. Will it be the longest reigning Rising Star champion of all time? Will Lawson be pulling double duty at Absolution? Or will Tanaka make it a return to remember? Ooh, man, big trouble there almost. Lawson could win big for the Purge here, taking his time, slow and steady. He's got Tanaka in the corner, trying to wear him down. You can't rush into things when you're up against Matsuda Tanaka. You saw what happened to Warren Taylor last week. Lawson biding his time, waiting for his shot, taking a deep breath. That's what he got to do in this type of match. Pace yourself. And here's Lawson's Spirit Bomb, but now the trouble is that he's got to get all that dead weight up and try and find a way to get Matsuda Tanaka over the top rope. That's the only way to eliminate someone. At Absolution, it'll be by pinfall or submission, but in the qualifiers, you can only be eliminated by getting thrown over the top rope, and both your feet must hit the floor. Lawson freezing, and Tanaka, the veteran, gonna try and make him pay for it. Lawson teetering, but he's able to somehow hang on. Backing away from Tanaka, he's intimidated. How could you not be? One of the most lethal strikers in the game. Tanaka going for a big old kick to the gut. Lawson reversing the momentum, but Tanaka takes it right back. Counter for counter, tit for tat. And Jarek Lawson obviously feeling good about himself right now. Matsuda ain't the one to play around with, though. Lawson targeting the arm. Seems like he's doing his very best, perhaps trying to make sure Tanaka can't grab the ropes and save himself from getting eliminated. This could actually be a genius strategy. Goes for the Kinshasa. Lawson was ready for it, though. And will all that work pay off? Jarek Lawson is going to Absolution. Qualifies for the King of the Hill match, does Rising Star champion Jarek Lawson beating out Matsuda Tanaka there in the end. And the Purge now has a member potentially going to the main event of Ascendance. Some real cowboy shit. And now this means Lawson will be pulling double duty at Absolution. Big dubs for the Cowboy. And coming up next, good thing Liam Aldridge was eliminated early in that match. Well, not really a good thing. Now he's not got a chance to main event the grandest stage of them all. But in terms of staying fresh for this match coming up next, no DQ as he goes one-on-one with foe Matthew Justice. Justice been getting the better of Aldridge these last few weeks, first beating him and then afterwards attacking him, and then last week was able to take down Aldridge in some tag team competition. So now Aldridge coming back with a vengeance. He said he was going to press charges against Matthew Justice, but he might just have to settle for beating his behind here. Anything goes. Referee James rings the bell. Liam Aldridge comes out swinging with that neck breaker. No countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission in the ring. And Matthew Justice, if you've been tuning in these last couple of months, man, he has been rolling some big wins over the likes of Guri Sukhanov and alongside Achtung in tag team action. Even made it to the final two of one of the King of the Hill qualifiers that he was in some weeks ago. Wait a minute. Something has called the attention. It's Kevin Silva! Guys, Kevin Silva, former CMV Alpha World Champion, and we've seen this sort of partnership forming. Very possible that Liam Aldridge could be the newest member of the Clients of Saria. He teamed with Pierre Thompson in that tag team match I was talking about. Now here comes Kevin Silva to try and give him an edge, distracting Matthew Justice. That allows the Cash King to go in on MJ. Perfect plex, hooks the leg. Oh, but not even a one count. And as quickly as Kevin Silva arrived, he is gone. But the damage may very well already be done. Saria expanding her client base, bringing in Pierre Thompson, and now may have her eyes on Liam Aldridge. Matthew Justice, though, digging under that ring, gonna bring out a kendo stick, and Liam saying, bring it on. Forearm smash, gonna knock the kendo stick right out of Matthew's hands, and a hangman's neck breaker. That did not look like it tickled. And Aldridge with a stomp on the face. Now he's looking for some goodies. What's he going to find to play with? Steel chair in hand. Matthew Justice just getting to his feet. Maybe he should stay down, though, or maybe not. Bashing the chair over Liam's head. Irish whip to the corner. Coming up from behind. Turns him around. Looks him in the eyes. Took too long, though. Liam going to catch that kick to the midsection. Power bomb. And straight into a pin. One. That's all Liam's going to get, though. Matthew bringing around a punch. Forearm smash. Trying to stay afloat here. You can tell he's hurting, though. Another power bomb. And Aldridge full of himself. Completely in control after the distraction by Kevin Silva, using some assistance there. Via the ropes for a back suplex. What an impaler DDT. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count. Very close, but no cigar for the Cash King, who's now got a kendo stick. Looks like he's a bit miffed with the resiliency of Matthew Justice, who uses the kendo stick himself right to the ribs. And now across the forehead. Did you hear that thwack? To the gut, shoots the half. Matthew Justice, lateral press, 1. How is that only a 1 count, though? Justice trying to shake off them cobwebs. Now we get a baseball bat. Thank God that missed. But wait a minute. Pedigree by Liam Aldridge. This isn't falls count anywhere though, and Liam cannot win by count out. Seems like he's not intent on doing so. Grabs a steel chair. Maximum damage. Gave Matthew Justice just a little bit too much time to recuperate though. Stays out of the way of that chair. Matthew Justice taking Aldridge back into the ring, making sure to collect that steel chair first. Right across the lower back. Justice, what's he thinking? The cogs are turning in his mind. Tornado cutter. That's what he knocked off Liam Aldridge with a couple of weeks ago. But it's not going to be enough here tonight. Aldridge able to stay alive, at least for now, rolls to his feet. Matthew Justice proven to be too much to handle. Off the ropes, lion salt by the baby of the Justice family, but steadily proving this season that he is a force to be reckoned with. Missed the first kick, but made up for it. Aldridge like, I have no idea where I am right now. In La La Land. Matthew circling his rival like a great white shark in the deep blue, right to the back of the head, guys. Matthew Justice giving no hex here. And he's just teeing up, salivating at the mouth, again across the forehead. Liam Aldridge won't stay down, and you got to imagine that's just pure instinct kicking in. An aggressive pin, and Justice almost saying, stay down if you know what's good for you. But Liam Aldridge does not comply, rolling out of the ring. Great wherewithal by the Cash King. Now he's going to try to catch Matthew Justice with a side elbow. Didn't work out for him, however. Stomp onto the middle of the back. Where's MJ going? Could be looking for that springboard 450. Perhaps he was, but Aldridge beginning to stir, forces him to mix it up. High kick. Coming through though on the rebound. Counters the Irish whip. There we go. Finally a bit of life from Liam Aldridge. Doesn't last very long. Up on the top rope. And if you're Liam Aldridge, gotta get out of this predicament. I think it's too little too late though. And I think I might know what Matthew's going for. Whoa, head scissors from up top. And Matthew Justice surprisingly does not go for the pin. I believe that's a bit of a mistake. Aldridge turning Justice inside out with that waistlock lariat. 1, 2, 3. And it was that slight misjudgment. Matthew Justice should have gone for the pin after hitting that head scissors off the top rope, but he wanted to inflict more damage. Aldridge able to find an opening and able to put Matthew Justice away with that waistlock lariat. Echo, you beautiful, beautiful man, gracing us with your presence. Yes, 6-time world champion Paul Devine defends his title here tonight in the main event against former champion Ace Reeves. But right now, Liam Aldridge celebrating his hard-fought victory, and you know what comes with that. Justice ain't going to leave empty-handed because Liam Aldridge, he's got a tip for him. Pulled from the sweaty trunks, stuffing it in MJ's mouth. Up next, some singles competition in the women's division, guys, as Angela is set to take on Miss Magnificent 6 Xiaorong. A little bit later on, the Queen of the Ring tournament continues, guys. Which gal is going to punch her ticket to Ascendance 8 for a shot at the Women's Championship? We already saw last week Amber Reed advance. And tonight, Subject Miasma takes on RVW. But last week it was Rose Beauchamp who picked up a huge win against women's champion Danielle Davis, choking her out. Danielle Davis did not tap, but referee James had no choice but to call for the bell after she went limp. It was what happened afterwards, though, that has everybody talking, as Angela, who was at ringside for that match, ran into the ring and proceeded to beat down the motionless Danielle Davis until Xiaorong of anyone in the back came to the rescue of Danielle Davis, driving Angela off. And so tonight we see Angela back in action. Haven't seen her since her loss to Haley Jones a couple weeks ago. But remember how Angela debuted by defeating, clean might I add, Danielle Davis one-on-one. And so after Davis retained the Women's Championship at Fortune against Haley Jones, Angela made it clear that she wanted a shot at the Women's Championship. Look at that. Starting off hot, and Danielle Davis, you know she wants to get her hands on Angela, but restraining herself. Xiaorong's got that contract she earned at Validation and cash it in anytime, anywhere for a shot at the Women's Championship. And she made sure to keep Danielle Davis on her toes a few weeks ago. Ran down to the ring after one of Davis's matches as if she was going to cash in, but then decided not to. Those mind games, if you will. And it could be just further mind games. Xiaorong saving Danielle Davis last week from that beatdown courtesy of Angela. One way or another, though, Angela going to try to take out Miss Magnificent 6 here and prove further she deserves a shot at that Women's Championship. And you see Rose Beauchamp ringside in the corner. Oh, tombstone pile driver. Okay, Xiaorong not pulling any punches. Goes for a pin, but only gets a 1 count. That's some real indie-ish. Grabbing her by the head. Innovative offense, I'd say. Throwing Angela face first into her boot. Kind of a tilt-the-world, nothing. Just threw her off. Could be another big victory early in the career of Angela. Man! Xiaorong really not giving a damn. Psych it out, Angela, a bit. RVW very supportive of Xiaorong when she won Magnificent 6. I'm sure that Wrong feeling the same way about RVW's chances in Queen of the Ring. Will she advance later on? Is she biting her? I think Xiaorong couldn't really tell from that angle, but I believe Xiaorong bit Angela on the side of her face. I'm not sure the referee saw it either, because might have led to a disqualification if he did. Not even a 1 count for Angela. You know, whatever Xiaorong's intentions may have been last week, coming out and making sure that Angela didn't inflict any permanent damage on Danielle Davis, she appreciates it. That's why she's out here in the corner of Miss Magnificent 6. Escaping that Boston Crab. Xiaorong now with an Alabama slam into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Xiaorong, guys, putting away Angela with authority. I mean, she came out the gate laying in to the newcomer, but look at this, Angela. See, now this is what I'm talking about. Now Xiaorong offers a handshake. So first, she feigns cashing in her Magnificent 6 contract, scaring Danielle Davis. Then she saves Danielle Davis from Angela, and now she shakes Angela's hand right in front of the women's champion. What is Xiaorong up to? If you're Danielle Davis, you got to be scratching your head. Whose side is Xiaorong on? I don't know, Echo. Anybody else having trouble with the video? Anybody else watching? I didn't see anybody else complaining during the Battle Royal and stuff, so I'm not sure. Maybe try lowering the quality or refreshing or something. Or maybe try watching on a different device. If you're watching on your phone, try a computer or a TV or something. I'm not sure. But the night continues, guys, and up next, Lance Romance taking on United States champion Josh Wolf, looking to soften up Wolf a bit for his Purge teammate Jarek Lawson, who is set to challenge Wolf for the United States Championship at Absolution. But now we know that Jarek Lawson going to be pulling double duty at the pay-per-view after winning the qualifying Battle Royal earlier tonight. He will now be a part of the King of the Hill match. And so may leave Absolution with the United States Championship, the Rising Star Championship, and the main event of Ascendance 8 in his pocket. Lance Romance, though, looking for his own bit of payback after Guri Sukhanov and Wolf defeated Tenra and Romance at Fortune in that Tornado Tag Team No DQ match. Hell of a fight it was. Romance with a sit-out sidewalk slam. Did get word that both of these men will be involved in the Second Chance Battle Royal next week, along with 6 other superstars who have failed to qualify over the last month for King of the Hill. Very well could see Wolf pulling double duty as well. That would at least even the playing field. Still to come tonight, though, guys, Queen of the Ring tournament match. Subject Miasma takes on RVW. And in our main event, Ace Reeves enacts his rematch clause. He gets a shot at Paul Devine one-on-one for the Global Championship. Will Paul Devine's 6th World Championship reign be short-lived? He's had short title reigns before. Who can forget when he lost his world title to Hayden in a card game? Yes, you are hearing that correctly. Paul Devine lost his world championship in a game of cards to Hayden not too many years ago. High knee directly to the face by Wolf. Trying to put Lance Romance down, but only gets a 1 count. Josh Wolf just dropped low. Touched Lance's toes. Pele kick. Romance, though, hardly budges. And are you surprised? Look at this guy. Can never quite get over that physique. Great reversal by Romance. STO. That could do it, but no. Wolf kipping up, drop kick. Forearm smash, nothing seems to take Lance Romance off his feet. Pop-up European uppercut. And another sit-out sidewalk slam. So impressive is the young upstart Lance Romance. Jawbreaker staggering. Romance a bit. Luthez pressing. Here comes Wolf. Firing off with them right hands. Turning to the fans. It's been a rocky ride with the CMV Universe these last couple of years for Josh Wolf. But even after everything he's done, look at Wolf! finally getting Lance Romance down. I don't think I've ever seen Wolf do anything that athletic before. He's obviously been training, trying to up his game, because that is some, dare I say, awesome stuff from the United States champion. Did like 2 backflips, and there's that psych out DDT. He's used that to defeat many opponents. One, but not Lance Romance. Not tonight. Kicked out at 1. Wolf still has something in his back pocket, though. Could be the jaws of Fenrir, could be on the hunt, could be something else. Laying Romance out, leaving him hanging on the bottom rope. These fans chanting, "This is awesome." Josh Wolf is on the prowl. Double boots to the side of the head. Romance just got straight back up. He's busted open too from that kick. And the fans in attendance with another round of "This is awesome" chants. More like "This is hardly believable." How the hell did Romance get straight back up? What does it take to put down this beast of a man? This absolute masterpiece. Genetic perfection. I mean, look at those thighs. Have you ever seen thighs that jacked before? Air raid siren neckbreaker, guys. Romance might have Wolf dead to rights, but only a 2 count. And Romance can't seem to believe it, not allowing it to distract him for long. He knows Wolf is hurting. I'm going to try to put him down for good with the Romance bomb. Uno, dos, but no trace. 2.999, and you see the reaction on Lance's face, growling. He's not happy. But it's going to take more than that to put down someone the caliber of Josh Wolf. Man, clothesline. Can't keep Wolf down for long. Back body drop. The United States champion just keeps getting back up. Walks right into a spine buster, though. And now Wolf saying, "You want to no-sell me? I got you." Float over DDT. And Lance is forced to retreat as Wolf panders to the crowd a little bit. On the apron, things not looking too good for the Swole King. Dropped on the top rope. Now at ringside. Forearm smash gets caught. Romance throwing Wolf right into the barricade. Not the place Wolf wants to be. Headbutt. Woo. Wolf somehow is able to stay on his feet, though. Misses that high knee attempt. And gets thrown face first into the steel post. That'll crack your skull. That'll have you seeing stars. Back into the ring at the count of 6. Wolf, the cheeky little jab. You see how Romance just absorbed it and looked at Wolf like, "You serious, bro?" Hang on a minute. Walking Wolf out of the corner. Overhead inverted Alabama slam. 1, 2. Wolf tasted nothing but canvas there. Still, though, able to stay in the fight. Romance down on his knees, hands on his hips, huffing and puffing. He's tiring out. At this point, I think all Wolf has to do is outlast Lance Romance and wait for his shot like this right here. On the hunt. Vintage Wolf. 1, 2. But Romance showing some incredible resiliency. Wolf trying to run down Romance. Catches him in a modified face buster. Making sure to stay on top of him. Like a monkey on a cupcake. Once wasn't enough, I guess. Lance catching Wolf with a second romance bomb. 1, 2, you gotta be kidding. I mean, that reaction is entirely understandable. Romance beside himself. Another psych out DDT. Will that be enough? 1, 2. What a match we're getting here. Who would have thought Lance Romance and Josh Wolf would tear the house down tonight? Jarek Lawson watching backstage, getting a good preview of what he's got to deal with if he wants to leave Absolution the new United States champion. Romance Wasteland! When do you see that anymore? And now gonna take Wolf for a little bit of a test drive. Power move after power move has Wolf hurting for certain. Trying to go for that air raid sour neckbreaker maybe. Oh, Wolf tossed across the ring like a rag doll. From the ropes, ducking the clothesline, psyching Wolf out. Right into the pin. 1, 2. This man just nearly took Wolf's head off. The United States champion, though. Giving Romance the fight of his life. This is probably the most grueling match Romance has had since arriving in CMV. Belly-to-belly suplex. Wolf defying Romance. Tilt-the-world DDT, jacking his neck up. Shoots the half. 1, 2, 3, and Wolf finally able to put Romance away. Incredible performance by both men. Props to Lance Romance for taking someone the caliber of Wolf to the limit. But Wolf getting another win over the Purge. And I, for one, cannot wait to see Jarek Lawson try his hand at taking down the United States champion. Josh Wolf continuing to be a thorn in the side of the Purge. Will we see the same result at Absolution, though, when he faces the still unbeaten one-on-one Jarek Lawson? It's not the same Lance Romance, Echo. I know. At first I was thinking the same thing, but they are not the same person, and they are also not related either. But definitely a hard-fought battle. And into our co-main event we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Queen of the Ring tournament match. On VW, last week we saw Amber Reed make it to the next round with a win over Hakika Amutsu. Still got to see Janet Tor and Joy Justice first round, as well as Kelsey Hayes and Ashley Rain. RVW failed at validation to win the Magnificent Six contract. Instead, her tag team partner and best friend Xiaorong now has that opportunity. But Riley being given another chance to make it back to the top of the mountain and become only the third ever Queen of the Ring in CMV. Earn herself an opportunity to headline the show of shows, Ascendance 8 for a shot at the Women's Championship. That title she lost at the top of the season because of injury. Had to take a couple of months off, but back and ready to once again retake the throne, become queen of this division, up against Miasma, the newest toy in Tailcoat Val's arsenal. And there you see Val with a rare appearance here on Crossfire. This is a big opportunity, though, for Subject Miasma. So, of course, Val going to be present. Clothesline by this feral creature. I mean, can you really even call Miasma human? I still have nightmares about that match she had with Joy Justice last month. RVW able to... Whoa! Wait a minute. Tailcoat Val putting her hands on RVW. Now, what is this? Is Val trying to seduce RVW? Does RVW swing that way? I actually don't know. I don't try to get into the personal lives of superstars like that. But Tailcoat Val, it evidently paid off because Miasma able to stay in control, throwing herself out of the ring, though. That's what I'm talking about. Just insane is this Miasma. Stomping a mud hole in RVW there in the corner. Count of 7, lifting reverse DDT. Going to be dealing some big damage points to that lower back. Val now keeping her distance, but watching very closely as she always does. Back into the ring. Wilson not wanting to lose by count out. Of course, having until 20, but making sure that there ain't no way, no how. Kick to the side of the arm. Wilson pulled up to her feet. Go behind. Oh, Uranagi. Just about putting the former women's champion through the canvas. Now we get a wild overhand. Everything about Miasma is wild, though. Untamed. Clothesline. Riley with a desperation pin, and it is not very often you're going to see Riley Van Wilson in trouble and acting out of desperation. Kick to the knee and to the chest. Clothesline. Slick combination. Doesn't keep Miasma down, though. Responds with a snapmare. Grabs the hair. Wilson with a sweep. Didn't see that bare foot coming. Right up across the head. Is she clucking? What is Miasma doing? I don't even want to fathom. Every time I'm walking around backstage, Miasma, she's not competing. You'll find her like in a dark corner, just rocking back and forth. Or sometimes she'll have like a piece of wood or something, a piece of metal in her hand. She'll just be carving things into the walls. Things that just make no sense. Gibberish. I don't know where Val found Miasma, if she was always like this, or if Val is the reason that we're seeing such animalistic behavior from Miasma. But one way or another, it has proven dangerous. Air raid siren from the Polish Warrior. Back elbow, loaded up and ready to go. Kick to the back of the head from the full Nelson. Death row for RVW. But death will have to wait. Cracking Miasma in the jaw. Up against the ropes, nowhere to go. RVW tying her up. We've got some closed fists to the chest, one after the other, and Val has got a front row seat. Big punch to the temple. Whew. You know, if you hit someone hard enough in the temple, you could kill them. RVW better be careful. Clothesline out of the ring, and once again at the feet of Tail Coat Val, and once again Tail Coat Val gonna put her hands on RVW. What the hell? She just threw her back into the ring. I mean, I know that doesn't technically count as an attack. Maybe it shouldn't be a DQ, but at the very least, a warning or an ejection. Now, come on, look at this. Val just threw RVW right into the hands of Miasma, and this is just, ugh. I've got chills. What is she doing? Stalking RVW, pulling her into a goodnight kiss. Rushes the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Subject Miasma advances in the Queen of the Ring tournament. And that really sticks up my craw. Because Tail Coat Val, obviously, what is this? Subject Miasma being given the ring by RVW. There's no way RVW isn't furious, though. If you ask me, cheated by Tail Coat Val. Cass LaFave? No, you did not see her earlier. I don't know who you would be talking about. Maybe you were talking about, I don't know, Angela perhaps? I don't think any of them really looked like Cass though. No, Mama Cass is resting eternally. But are you ready? It is time for our main event here on episode 19 of Crossfire, 701 of CMV overall. And the CMV Global Championship is on the line. Ace Reeves enacting his rematch clause to take on Paul Devine mano a mano. Of course, it was in the main event of Fortune, that triple threat match live from Paul Devine's hometown, Tokyo, Japan, where he made history yet again, becoming a six-time world champion. Ace Reeves, though, contractually has himself a rematch, and he is putting it into effect right here, right now. We are finally getting Ace Reeves, Paul Devine, a one-on-one, the match that we were originally supposed to see at Fortune, but then, of course, Paul Devine was run over by a car, as only he does, returning 2 weeks later after CMV owner Kellen O'Neill had already named Schmitty as Devine's replacement. And so we got that triple threat. In the end, Devine, against all odds, pinning Ace Reeves to become the CMV Global Champion. But now Devine's back on top for the first time in a long time. And if he forgot, he is quickly remembering that there ain't no rest when you're the king of the mountain. When you're resting upon that throne at the top of the hill, everybody's coming after you, and Ace Reeves is no exception. These two men have a lot of respect for each other. Look at this! Ace Reeves, a rare sighting. You hardly ever see him mix it up on the mat. I wasn't even aware that he knew any submissions. You're more likely to find Ace flying through the air, coming off the top rope or springboarding, whatever. But a risk taker. There's a reason that we call him the gravity manipulator. Corkscrew neckbreaker to Devine. And Ace, he's got that energy coursing through his veins. He's in control right now, but don't forget who you're in that ring with. The heel of his boot in the top of Divine's head. Divine suckering Ace in. Short arm shoulder block. Trying to work together against Schmitty in his purge. But in a match like this, I always say, friendship, respect, it's got to be put on hold. And here's why. That World Championship is on the line. And you can't afford to second guess yourself. You can't afford to hesitate. Phoenix Splash almost returning that Global Championship to the hands of Ace Reeves. Kicks getting caught by Divine. And we do know, guys, Schmitty, after his big win over Ace Reeves last week here on Crossfire, will get the winner of this match at Absolution one-on-one for the Global Championship. So you know that he's in the back or at home, wherever he may be, watching this intently on the edge of his seat. Blocked by Divine, kick to the midsection. Divine does have his champion's advantage in effect. He can retain on a countout or disqualification, but if you're Ace Reeves, you only leave Crossfire tonight as Global Champion if you can pin or submit the Asian Sensation, baby. Ace gonna take Divine into the corner. Stopped with a trio of elbows to the midsection. Divine gonna shake him off. Spinning soul kick. Crossing the legs. Michinoku driver? Yes! One, putting his own little spin on it. The man who puts the Ryzen and Ryzen Sun in front of his friends, his family, and the CMV universe, Tokyo, Japan. Making history once again in his illustrious CMV career. 6-time world champion. Oh, look at Ace Reeves here, adding insult to injury, tying Divine in a Windsor knot and then kicking him up the bum. Having a little bit of fun, but Divine's not the guy to mess with. Divine decides to try and big dog Ace to his face. Got a calf kick. Coming back in, gets caught with a clothesline. There's a forearm smash, catchphrase. Divine, he's revving up. Stalking Ace, spins him around. Knee to the face, discus clothesline. Right into the pin. Will Divine retain? No. We talked about it earlier. Divine is no stranger to short championship reigns. One of those world titles he lost in a card game to Hayden. Yes, you are hearing that correctly. A card game. He put his world championship on the line only a week after he won it. So if Divine was to lose to Ace here, it actually wouldn't be his shortest world championship reign. Double boot stomp from Ace. Tries for a pin. All he gets is a 1 count, though. Goes for a kick. Ace fires off an Irish whip. And from the apron, you can see Divine grabbing his midsection. Could that mean a bruised rib or possibly a broken one? You can see Ace is targeting that area now. You can't fault them for that. Throwing Divine ribs first into these steel steps. You can see a game plan taking shape. Ace is softening Divine up for that corkscrew moonsault. And the ribs, man, so tricky. Because if you bruise a rib or if you're unlucky enough to crack a rib, you can't breathe. That constricts your breathing. You're basically screwed. You're going to end up getting gassed. You're going to end up getting put down. Oh no, what is this? Russian leg sweep into the edge of the barricade. Oh my God. Oh, forget about Divine's ribs. Let's talk about his spine, which has got to be in pieces right now. Count of 10. They have until 20. And at 11, Divine brings the fight back into the ring. Wait a minute, single knee backbreaker, timestamp by Divine into the pin to retain. 1, 2, but no. Retention at his fingertips. Divine, for a moment, is distracted but able to focus up. Divine intervention. 1, 2. Ace Reeves might be one of the few superstars to ever kick out of the Divine intervention. Tries to come back with a spinning Michinoku driver. Divine's out at the count of 2. And maybe Divine, not out of any sort of disrespect, underestimated Ace here a bit. Just as so many have before. But all those people learned eventually that Ace Reeves, he's a former NGW champion for a reason. He was global champion for a reason. He was drafted number 1 overall by Ken Donahue for a reason. He's carried Crossfire on his shoulders this entire season up until Fortune. Divine striking a pose after ringing Ace's bell with that DDT off the apron. Did you see the way Reeves bounced? Like a freaking ball. For sure, his head is ringing. But he stays in the fight because this is the biggest fight of his career, the biggest fight of his life. Divine with a corkscrew neckbreaker. No time to beat around the bush. Spinning soul kick missed. Ace with an Irish whip. Divine sent into the corner. Slow and steady, steady and slow. Ace Reeves interlocking his fingers with Divine's. DDT from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Ace Reeves is once again the CMV Global Champion. Oh my God! I can't believe he actually did it! Ace Reeves is champion once again! Paul Divine is back to his feet. And he offers a handshake. Like I said, immense respect between these two. Divine with a hell of a fight, but Ace Reeves came to collect what is his. 2-time global champion. What a match. Saw a bit of an edge we haven't seen before from Ace. The way he was going after Divine's ribs, the way he hit him with that Russian leg sweep into the security wall. That made my back hurt. But wow, Ace Reeves, global champion, once again defeating Paul Divine. Still not Divine's shortest championship reign. But indeed, the 6th World Championship reign of the Asian sensation comes to an end. Ace Reeves, global champion again. Well, guys, thank you, as always, for tuning in and watching along with me. If you like the show and you are new, make sure you drop a follow so that you get that notification when I go live. The next time will probably be on Sunday, but Absolution is nearing, guys. We are on the road to Ascendance 8, and what happens now? Schmitty is the confirmed #1 contender. So it's looking like we're going to get Schmitty versus Ace Reeves one-on-one for the Global Championship. Surely, though, Divine isn't going to take that sitting down. Will a 7th championship reign be in the future of the Asian sensation? Only time will tell. You're going to have to tune in to find out. But for now, I hope that you all have a lovely rest of your Wednesday night and a fantastic rest of your week. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.